Hey guys, it's MeanSpeed here, and I know it's probably a staple of my videos nowadays to introduce myself and then apologize for not making a video in God knows how long, but yeah, I want to quickly go over that. Basically, there are pretty much a few reasons why that's the case. The first one is my laptop is still having problems. I think I mentioned in a previous video that I had problems with it, and basically it can't play Battlefield Heroes for too long before it sort of overheats, and it also makes weird noises. So yeah, and then sometimes I get a message telling me it has to restart because it's encountered a problem. Also, my laptop needed a new charger, and I've been waiting for a few weeks to get that, and I recently got one. And well, I've just been busy in general, and also the fact that Battlefield Heroes hasn't really had a massive thing going on since I last made a video, I guess, because it was April or coming up to April when I last did a video. I'm pretty sure where I did a commentary at least. And yeah, so that's not what I'm going to talk about today. I'm not going to talk about, well, I'm not going to touch any more on the whole why I haven't made a video thing. Pretty much covered that. So I actually wrote 8 pages worth of content which I was going to use for this video. So I'm sorry if you hear me moving paper around during the video, because I've pretty much got a lot of stuff around me to look through and read to you. So basically, you've probably guessed by the title of this video what I'm going to be talking about. Basically what the game community has come to in Battlefield Heroes. So this video will basically be a massive rant about how the game's changed for the worse. And I'm not necessarily talking about the game itself, but the majority, not everyone, but the majority of the people who play it, and how they've changed the way I feel when I play it, and others too. So, where to start? I mean, I can safely say that over the years of playing, the people you meet in game and the attitudes they have, their play styles severely change and have changed over the years. So the new wave, or the new generation of players for Battlefield Heroes, are here, and quite frankly they're horrible compared to people from previous years. So why do I say this? Well, you enter a ranked game and you'll almost always encounter one of these 2 types of players that make up the community for the most part. So for ranked games in Battlefield Heroes, you have the tryhards who camp and care for their stats and they use cheesy, overused and tool-like names filled with symbols galore. I mean, I don't know what the obsession with multiple question marks and stuff in names is these days, but it's ridiculous. Yeah, so they make outfits consisting of the nerd glasses, and they use the black skin to appear more intimidating for whatever reason. They camp, like I said before. They use generally overpowered setups against people, such as myself, using more weaker setups maybe, or situational ones such as dual shotting shotguns, and they think they're the new pros or veterans of the game, if you like, even though their accounts are probably a year or 2 old, and they've clearly not been in the game through thick and thin I have, and some people who are still here from all those years ago. So they're also the type of people who type EC in the chat, and they even go as far as to type "get cancer" to other people. I mean, is that really what we've come to? People are literally insulting people about illnesses and diseases now. So, I mean, sure, I shouldn't be shocked at seeing this type of stuff online. I mean, people feel more inclined to type things that they perhaps wouldn't say to someone's face if they're hidden behind a screen, but that's not the point. Back in 2010 and 2011, the older times of BFH as it were, I didn't really see any of these insults at all in ranked games. I mean, sure, people used noob and stuff like that. I mean, some things like that are never going to change, but to use diseases in insults, I mean, that was never apparent back then, and it shows we had a more mature and respectful community back then as well. So Now sure, this new generation of kids and young teenagers had to appear at some point. Most of my friends who are around my age lost interest in the game, and the new generation have arrived, really. But I have to ask this question: how did BFH attract these kind of people to join? Is it something about Battlefield Heroes which brings out the worst in people? Or are they, just like this in all shooter games? Are they always insulting people like this? And we've just been bombarded with a totally crap new wave of younger players. It's one or the other. So let's move on to the other group of people you're almost guaranteed to find in ranked these days. If you haven't, encountered the tryhards yet, they're the hackers. So yeah, hackers are so prominent in Battlefield Heroes for 3 reasons really. 1, because Punkbuster and GGC can't detect all of them. 2, because Easy don't have an employee to review the reports. And 3, actually relates to what I said before about younger players. You see, when I was getting owned back in the day, I thought that I just need to focus on my aim and play the game. It rhymes, it's easy to remember, and it's good advice. However, the kids of this new community won't take that route, and will simply type in Google Battlefield Heroes cheats and download an aimbot and a handful of viruses to go along with it, no doubt. So really, there are more hackers than ever because of this factor too. There are less mature players aspiring to get better through experience and legit means, and more kids thinking they can get good with an aimbot, which is completely ridiculous, I know, but it's the truth. So yeah. So now we've got the ranked community out of the way, let's talk about another community, shall we? I'm just going to have a sip of Coke here. Sorry about that. Bit unprofessional, I know, but I've been talking for a bit now. So yeah, where was I? Now, this issue isn't as dominating or as frequent as the 2 I mentioned beforehand, but it's still worth talking about. So the forum community. So on the forums, from time to time, you'll see a few people who think they're the big shots and that they're better than everyone else. People that think they're at the top of the chart, if you like, just for giving a bit of info on a thread about stuff. Even some of these people are they act polite on the forums, but in reality, and by reality I mean ranked servers, they're just the same as the people who tell others to, get diseases and all that nasty unwanted stuff. So really it's horrible, I guess. So we're stuck in a dilemma, really. The ranked community are degrading, immature and inappropriate. I mean, some people in this community don't even feel like they should be here. This doesn't even seem like the right game for them, but I guess that's for another video. And some of the forum community are almost trying too hard to be mature, and there's a big sense of a hierarchy over there. So where can we find the balance? Where can we avoid the insults from the inappropriate and the patronising from the snobs? Where can we have fun, still act silly but retain some level of maturity at the same time? Well, if you take out the ranked servers, the forum, leaving the game in general, then we have one answer, which is unranked servers. I mean, I've never experienced the problems from both ranked games and the forum in unranked games. I really haven't. I mean, that's why I recorded this gameplay in the STR unranked to make a gameplay for this video anyway. Do you think I'd really want hackers or tryhards to ruin the gameplay for both me and you guys? I thought not. So, I mean, I'm not exactly trying to advertise unranked servers here. It's just I want you guys to know that this is the main reason I play unranked. I mean, for those of you that sometimes join me in game, I mean, I've seen some people wonder why I'm apparently wasting my time in the unranked server. Well, now you see why I stay away from ranked most of the time. So, in unranked there's a much lower chance of hackers, tryhards and big shots, and there's a high chance of just having fun. I mean, most of the people that I've seen on STR Gaming and Ranked, and especially all of the staff, to give an example, Affen, they're not tryhards, they're not hackers, You know, they're just, you know, cool people who see the game for what it really is, and they don't really, well, they don't, you know, that they don't spout that kind of crap that people in ranked games do. You know, that they're just cool people, that they don't do what I've mentioned in the first parts of this video. So, you know, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I mean, this is my consensus, I guess, on BFH's community right now. I mean, I'm sorry for being so negative, but there's really no other way for me to speak to you guys about this. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed the football fiesta. I'm actually going to hopefully get all 6 of the golden guns and make a video on them and show you guys what they're like. So that should be good. But until then, see ya.